Hi there! Today we're going to be talking about dynamics and dynamic markings that you're going to see in music. First off, dynamics are the louds and softs and changes in volume that you're going to hear throughout a piece. There are four main types of dynamic markings: piano, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, and forte. You might be familiar with some or all of these, but we'll do a quick review. Piano means quiet, and the symbol in music will be a lowercase p. Mezzo piano means medium quiet. Mezzo means medium, and piano, again, means quiet, so medium quiet. It's a middle soft. It's signified by a small letter M and a small letter P. Mezzo forte is medium, and forte means loud. So mezzo forte, medium loud. It's signified by a small letter M and a small letter swirly F, an old-timey F. And finally, forte, which means loud. You want to play your instrument hard. And that's signified by just the swirly F by itself. When you play softly on your instrument, you generally play a little bit more gingerly. You play lightly and softly. Whereas when you're trying to play forte, you play a little more aggressively, whether you're bowing faster and pressing harder on your strings, or you're pressing harder and faster on the keys, or you're hitting the head on the drum harder and faster. Those will all give you a louder sound and make you more forte. If you're playing more gingerly and softly, you're getting more piano. There are some extreme dynamic markings that are generally not used as much in beginning music. Those would be pianissimo, which is very quiet and is signified by two P's. Pianissimissimo, which is a mouthful, which is three P's and means you are playing about as quiet as you can possibly play on your instrument. And I know there's possibilities of adding more and more P's to signify being extremely quiet, but you see them almost never. Again, on the other extreme, you can have two F's, which is fortissimo, which is very loud. And then three F's, which again is even louder than that, fortissimo. Now, generally, you will see someone try and indicate a progression from soft to loud or loud to soft. Those are called crescendos and decrescendos. A crescendo means you go from soft and you're gradually getting louder over a period of time, and is generally indicated by a greater than sign, which is bigger on the side that they want, or is open on the side that they want you to play louder on, and closed or pointed on the side that they want you to play quieter on. The opposite is also true. If it's reversed and the open end is on this side, they're saying play loud here and then gradually get softer, and that's a decrescendo. These markings generally appear below the main line of music. So if you have a treble clef, they appear below the notes in the treble clef line. If you have both a treble and bass clef, they appear in the middle. Or if you only have a bass clef line, they appear underneath that bass clef line. It just depends on what instrument you're playing, will depend on where those markings will appear. There are two other types of dynamic markings, and those are subito pianos, SP, suddenly piano. Subito means suddenly in Italian. Subito piano, which suddenly get quiet, and sforzando, which has a couple of variations in terms of what they use as a symbol. SFZ, FZ, SZ, those all mean the same thing. They want you to suddenly get loud or very strongly accent the note from whatever dynamic level you were at before. That should just about cover dynamics. Dynamic markings are incredibly important to give you that variation that your ear wants to hear in music. You need that variability to keep your ear interested in hearing what you want to play, because if it's all the same volume, you just get bored. And nobody wants to listen to you. And what we do with music is we want to give somebody and tell them a story. And those louds and softs gives us the hills and the valleys that we need to tell that story. So I hope you've enjoyed watching that video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.